Why did I quit DoorDashing? And what are some things that you may want to consider about DoorDashing, whether or not you want to do it yourself? Aloha, my name is Marianne Roos. If this is your first time chiming in, I am your guide to releasing the badass in you, and today's episode number 17. So, welcome. Why did I stop DoorDashing, and why did I do DoorDashing in the first place? I did DoorDashing back in Hawaii. Now we live in Arkansas. It's a big change. It is nice and chilly this morning to where the thermostat says it is 67 inside. So I wonder what it is outside. Brr, I'm staying nice and cozy. So why was I door dashing in the first place? Why did I quit? And what might you consider if you're looking at door dashing? Well, number one, I was looking to do some door dashing because I had a very specific goal of something that I was looking to reach as far as income for the year. And it was something that I was looking at doing on the short term. I was personally not looking to doing long term. Now, there are some people that do it on the long term basis, and they are doing great as far as the income that they are making from it. Now, there are some things that I learned along the way that really made me think, would I want to do this long term? Well, no, I would not want to do it long term. Here is why. There are things to do when you do door dashing that personally I did not care to keep on doing, such as making deliveries to places that felt kind of fishy, or making deliveries where there is even an alert. There's a dog on property. I'm not afraid of dogs. I like dogs. However, I have been attacked by a dog before. So it's not something that I would like to experience again, right? But just from the money standpoint, keeping track of the money, and there are similarities to doing door dashing as there are to having a business, because when you're door dasher, you are an independent contractor. You are not an employee of DoorDash. So, as an independent contractor, something that is very similar to what I do now is I need to keep track of my income so that I can put money aside for taxes. If you don't put money aside for taxes, in the long run, it's gonna bite you in the okole, in the rear end, right? It's gonna be a surprise when you get that tax prepared packet of how much to submit, and it's like, ooh, I didn't put any money aside. So one of those things to remember is always put money aside for taxes. Now, when you are door dashing or any other business, you also want to be thinking about what are the expenses that you are going to have. And so there with door dashing, expenses are gas, and then also repairs to the vehicle, because if your vehicle breaks down, or regular maintenance like oil changes, getting your brakes checks, and getting your brakes done, that is something that is an expense. So as you are earning money from your door dashing, you want to be putting money aside for those expenses, for those day-to-day operation expenses that you have, whether it's your car or if you have another business. What are those expenses, right? And to where when I was door dashing, I learned to keep track and be quite organized with my numbers of door dashing, to where a friend turned me on to using Google spreadsheets for a lot of different things. And I created myself a Google spreadsheet where it was not only keeping track of how much I was making per shift that I was doing, how much was my average for each my average for each delivery, and to where it was keeping track of my actual income that I was earning, what were the deposits I was getting from DoorDash, how much of it needed to be set aside for taxes, how much needed to be set aside for expenses. I also personally had a column of what to put aside for long-term savings, such as for retirement. And then I also had a column for that blow money, because guess what? When I am working for my money to where I have a specific goal for that money, I also want to be able to blow some of it on whatever I want, whether it's getting my nails done, getting my hair done, getting some craft supplies, going out on the town and having fun with my girlfriends. Whatever it is, I want to have also money set aside just to blow for fun, right? So by doing the door dashing, that is one of the things that I learned how to be organized, is to do it with a Google spreadsheet. Very simple, right? Now, why did I stop door dashing? Well, number one, I was doing it for short term. I was not doing it long term. Once I reached the goal of what I was doing, then I was good, and I'm like, I'm done. For people that do it on the long term basis, good for you. I hope that you are making the income that you are looking to make, and that you have the flexibility that you need, and that you are keeping things well organized to prevent having those moments when there's car repairs that come about, or when there's those taxes to be paid, right? So if you want to do that long term, fantastic. Personally, I prefer to do something that has less when it comes to expenses to be thought about. So my main expense is my computer, my phone, the service for the phone, for the internet, that type of thing. And to where I'm able to do what I do from anywhere. I can choose the when and where, just like in DoorDash, right? With DoorDash, however, you have to wait for that assignment to come about. I prefer to do something where I'm in charge, I'm in control of generating those assignments. And so, what I love about what I do is that I have my office hours that are set. I know when I'm going to come and sit in my office. I can be dressed up, I can be dressed down, I can be in my onesie pajamas. After all, my bottom half right now, whoop, I'm a rabbit. So I could not DoorDash in my onesie pajamas. But here in my own office, I can be in my onesie pajamas. So by working as an independent contractor for DoorDash, I had some flexibility, but I also had some expenses that I did not care to have, and some possible experiences that I did not want to come about, such as dogs and unfriendly places to make deliveries, that kind of thing. With working as an independent contractor, as a consultant for a different company of my choice, I am able to have a lot more flexibility, to where I was doing it while I was in Asheville, for example. I was doing it while I was in Dallas, for example, or I can do my business right here from my home office. Now, if you are looking to do something that you can have flexibility like I am, go to the link that is in the show notes and request. Fill out that little request form to talk, to see if what I do might be a good fit for you. And if it isn't, that's okay too. So, badass. Until next time, toodle pip, a hooey ho. And I hope that this brought some light to you as to why I personally am no longer door dashing and do not plan on doing any DoorDash for long term. All right, till next time, toodle pip and a hooey ho. Aloha.